according to the scholars, according to the Khulafai Rashideen, according to the Sunnah of Rasulullah, according to the Quran, the question stands, is Mawlid a bid'ah? I ask you this question. Reading the Quran, is it from the Sunnah or is it bid'ah? Sunnah. Reading Naat Sharif, is it from the Sunnah or bid'ah? Sunnah. Gathering in the masjid for a congregation, is it Sunnah or bid'ah? Sunnah. Doing Durood and Salam on Rasulullah, Sunnah or bid'ah? Imam delivering a speech to the people, Sunnah or bid'ah? Feeding the guests, is it Sunnah or bid'ah? All of these are Sunnahs. If these are Sunnahs, this is not the debate. The debate is, can you gather on one day at one time? Bringing all of this together, we say, okay. When Imam Suyuti said it's a bid'ah, Ibn Hajar said Mawlid is a bid'ah, they meant doing all of this on one day at one time. This is a bid'ah. And what did they say? This is not a bad bid'ah, this is a good bid'ah. What we are doing right now is not bid'ah. Reading the Quran is not bid'ah. Doing Naat of Rasulullah is not bid'ah. Feeding the guests is not bid'ah. Listening to the bayan is not a bid'ah. The only aspect which could be deemed as an innovation is that we've done it on one day at one time in a masjid collectively together, bringing everything together. You can argue this is an innovation. Even then, is this khilaf of the sunnah or is this mutabik to the sunnah? This is according to the sunnah, not against the sunnah of Rasulullah. I ask you a question now. Saudi Arabia celebrate the Independence Day on one day. Did Nabi alayhi salam do this in Saudi Arabia? Did the Sahaba do this? Did the Tabi'een do this? Atba'u Tabi'een do this? It's a bid'ah, isn't it? It's an innovation, isn't it? So if this is an innovation that you have accepted and is good, how can you not accept us gathering together at one time to praise Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? You have Saudi Arabia because of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't even have Saudi. Today you control the Haramain because of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Without Nabi alayhi salam, you wouldn't have anything. So this is one example. There were innovations that occurred. For example, if you go to Makkah Sharif in Ramadan, after Salatul Taraweeh you hear an azan. This azan is for what? Qiyamul Layl. Where in Quran or Sunnah is it written you do azan for Qiyamul Layl? Sahi baat hai na? Is there anywhere written that you do azan for Qiyamul Layl? No. So why are they doing it? For the greater good of the people. If they're doing that for the greater good of the people and justifying it that it's according to the Sunnah, not against the Sunnah, then my brothers and sisters, what we are doing is according to the Sunnah and not against the Sunnah. In these gatherings there is a lot of good. I know young brothers who have come to these gatherings and the next year they came with no beards, the next year they've had beards. I've seen people who listen to the Naat Sharif of our Naat Khan and they've been inspired to become Naat Khan. This is from the khair and barakah of which gathering? The Mawlid gatherings, Milad gatherings. These gatherings have much barakah and khair. But what me and you are doing is what the Sahaba Ikram did when they sat in the masjid and I mentioned last night. What me and you are doing is what Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam did when they asked him, Akhbirna an amrika ya Rasulullah, an bad'i amrik. Tell us, inform us, tell us about how everything began for you. And Nabi alayhi salam told them about the miracle of their birth. They spoke about the miracle of their birth. We speak about the miracle of the birth. My brothers and sisters, if this question is asked to you, is Mawlid a bid'ah? You ask them this question. For you to even pose this question is a bid'ah. For you to even think this is an innovation. For before, nobody ever opposed it until the Salafi movement began. from Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab of Najd. And on this point, my brothers, come back to the Quran and Sunnah. By Allah, we want you to join us in these gatherings. These are not gatherings of innovation. These are gatherings where Rasulullah's Sunnah is promoted.